I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. In a village in the French Pyrenees on February 11, 1858, a 14-year-old girl named Bernadette Soubirous saw a very beautiful lady appear dressed in white with a blue belt and 2 yellow roses in her feet. Together, they prayed the rosary. During 18 meetings, the Virgin asked Bernadette to pray for the sinners of the world and asked her to do penance. Furthermore, she asked her to dig a hole in the ground, drink and bathe in the water that flowed from it. This hole is converted to this day in a source of water that the Virgin Mary intended for the healing of the sick. On February 26, the first cure occurred. A worker named Bourriette, who had lost sight in his left eye, prayed and rubbed his damaged eye with the water from the fountain. Suddenly, he began to scream with joy when he realized that he had regained his sight. That night, another miracle occurred. Catalina Latapié wet her dislocated arm with the water from the fountain, and miraculously, the limb regained its flexibility. On March 3rd, a woman carried her sick son in her arms, who was struggling between life and death. The mother put him in the cold water of the fountain, and just a few hours later, the child was breathing better and looked recovered. A group of doctors certified that there was no explanation for what had happened, and that this healing was classified as a miracle of the first order. When Bernadette, by order of the priest, asked her what her name was, she answered, "I am the Immaculate Conception." It was the first time Our Lady referred to herself that way. Bernadette told what had happened to the parish priest, and he was shocked by such a revelation, because 4 years earlier, the dogma of the Immaculate Conception had been proclaimed, and it was common among people to ignore or not know about this information. Above the grotto where Our Lady appeared, there is currently the famous sanctuary of Lourdes, where many people come hoping for a cure for the health problems they have. On July 16, 1858, the last apparition occurred. When Bernadette arrived at the grotto, she saw a fence that had been placed around it and that she could not go through. A second later, while still in front of the grotto, she saw the Mother of God. It seemed to her that she was in front of the grotto at the same distance as the other times, and she saw nothing but Our Lady. And she added, "I had never seen her so beautiful." That was the last time mother and daughter met in that place. Likewise, many other miracles of healing health problems have been attributed to Our Lady of Lourdes, which is why she has been called the patron saint of the sick. The message of Lourdes is a call to accept the cross, which is the door to eternal life in each of our lives. The apparition of the Virgin of Lourdes is a loving invitation to prayer, especially the Holy Rosary, and to do penance, to perform works of mercy for sinners, and the sick to ask for God for them, convinced that with God we always win.